Let there be light, and there was light. Words of the said God Mother Eve. So, if you're joining us for the first time, this is where we talk about scriptures, the 14 gods. That's key. So, all key figures here, which we are the key figures, and so we are not talking external of ourselves, but we are talking about the 14 gods. We are talking about God number, in fact, the 8, the number 8, which represents the eating of the fruit that has been responsible for all this confusion that we have lived in, or all this wisdom too. So all the polarities. So we are talking about God. The God here is like is that infinite wisdom, infinite 8. And infinite 8 means as figure 8, also like the eating, the past tense of 8. So we are forever eating to digest the essence of the wisdom that has been given to us. The wisdom that has been given to us is really the serpent that was in the Garden of Eden. So here we learn again that the serpent, as I've said, but I'll repeat this as we go on. So the serpent was the present, and the word gift as well. I'll just do this because there were the key things that has really been given to us. So we know from creation, I am going back into creation, and we are looking at the first God that appeared in the scriptures with the created God. God in the beginning, God created. But we know the word in itself, if we did this, IN has 9 and 5. I have done a series of presentations on that, which shows the word 9, or the word beginning rather. The word beginning equals 9, and the word end equals 5. So we have beginning and end. So the end in itself tells us there's a beginning here and there's an end here. There's a V upside down here and there's a V upward here. That in itself is telling us quite a bit. The I in this way, when we look at it, we could also say it's an H the other way, which is also an 8, which is like a ladder. So a ladder that goes, you go up a ladder or you go down a ladder. So that is N here. And it's important that we observe the structures or constructs of the letters. Likewise, understand the sounds, understand the construct, as I say, of even the how they have been broken down. So there we get to understand. It's like going back to our ABC, our vowel, our consonants, and so on. And this is what is important for us to be able to hinge on, because that's what has because we have not been conscious about what we are doing. We have become weak, or we have weakened in our ability to feel the anchor that is necessary to build upon, okay, or the rock in this way. So this is very important. 9559, because it's a cycle. Okay, so there the created God. Back to the created God here. Created. So we have 3, 9, 5, 1, 2, 5, 4. I'm not going to go through all the counting because I've done it many times. It's 29. 2 plus 9, or maybe I could do, in case you are new to this channel. So I'll just give you a little taste right now. So this is 10, and this is how I count. This is 20, and this is 27 plus 2, 29. 2 plus 9 is 11. Of course, 1 plus 1 is 2. But we have seen how Jesus, the word Jesus, Jesus, of course, there's a U here to tell us, to let us know about the S. And I believe that is why we have Jesus too, because he was very present with the serpent. We'll go into this another time. This is intuition just speaking right now. And because there are two S's here, which is really indicative of the tree of life with the two serpents right here. So this is Jesus here. Okay, the E is representation of Mother Eve as well. So of course we can see why Jesus is so popular in this sense. So the first God that we came across was, or in the scriptures, is the created God, which is 11. In this 11, as I have showed before, ELEVEN is dynamite, because it's 5 3 5 4 5 5. Adding this together, this is 15, this is 20, 27. 2 plus 7 is 9. Of course. So we see in this 11, we have 9, we have 9, 11. 9, 11 in 11. And to really show how this resonates and is part of our makeup, as we have said, this is beginning, so it is, the 11 is really birthing out a new beginning. In the beginning and in the middle of the beginning, which is numbers 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, in the middle of beginning is the end. In the middle here, this is, we have been taught this way, end to end, but we see this is where end is. So perhaps we could say we were counting 5 6 7 8 9 1 2 3 4, because now 4 actually is where we are at. It's like saying we need to be building our structures right now, because when I started this, Mother Eve was really showing me a lot of the characteristics and a lot of where we were at, meaning we needed to be enlightened, we needed to activate our third eye, activate our kundalini, because this is kundalini. When we do the word kundalini, like this is 2 3 5 4 1 3 9 4. Adding this together, 10 15 20 24 and 3 and 24 and 7 is 31 41. Well, it would be 41, not 31, sorry, it's 41. I've done it before, and so I've done it before. Okay, so we've seen, just to ensure I'm doing this because this is a public thing, let's just okay, let me slow down. Kundalini. I tend to do that when I feel I am rushed, and I become conscious, and then I decide I'm going to slow down. I believe this is a real good exercise. This is something I did consciously, like driving. If I felt I was rushing, then I would kind of slow down and allow people to go ahead, because it just gave me time to be present. And this understanding I was present. When you're present, you can't be rushing. So this is 2 3 5 4 1 3 9 5 9. So this is it. 9 and 9, 18, 18, 20, 25, 30, 33, 36, 36, 41. Okay, 41. This is it. 4 plus 1 is 5. So this is the Christ. This is the Christ. This is the pineal gland. This is the open. This is the key. This is Mother Eve. This is lock. It is open, and anchor. Number 5 is all of those words. So back to really seeing how the gods here have really, when we are talking about to work with the gods, so we see that we have 11 here. Now I just did a presentation where I explained as well that the gods, the 14 gods, in their names or their vibration or their expression, created, moved, said, saw. Let's have saw, divided, called, made, set, blessed, ended, formed, caused, breathed, and planted. In this construct of their vibration, the gods have used 78 letters, just as though it was 78 cards in the Rider Waite tarot cards, the tarot deck of cards. So that in itself tells us something very, very important, that again it confirms that the scripture is a numerical construct. It is not by coincidence, it is done like this to show it is not a coincidental that, or whatever, even if we were to call it coincidental, it is miraculously, it is orchestrated that way in the heavens, in the air, in everything that we do. So we see that we have a uniformity of the order of vibrations that the gods come. So I had understood that they are in this order in the scriptures, and the question was, I wanted to know where we were at in this order. At what stage, which of the gods are we supposed to be looking up to, or looking for, or for help, or whatever it is, or relating to, or dialoguing with? So I wanted to know all of those questions to really find, again, knowing the gods is knowing ourselves. So I wanted to know the gods. I wanted to know their positions. I wanted to know their construct. I wanted to know their characteristics, and so on. So now I feel that they have really invited us as well to say, okay, this is the time, or it's like the recruitment have happened, or the roll call has been called, and now we are ready to take our positions. But the gods are working through us. They can't speak without our mouths. They can't say anything without all openness. And that openness, of course, is direct match with that 5 vibration. Hence 5 plus 5 is 10. So the gods coming together equals 10, but we are also coming together, equals 5, like Christ, like Eve. And so when we match the gods in this communion, we are mirroring the gods here, and so we too now become that 5, or recognize ourselves in that 5. Now, another thing to show about the mirror aspect, because we are working with the 8th cycle, the 8 that is representation of Mother Eve having eaten of the fruit of the tree of life, or tree of good and evil. And so this 8 we are talking about, this cycle is now has brought us onto another cycle, or the and to make it more precise, the cycle really ends on a 7, and then we enter the 8. Here I am now being reminded as well about 78. So I'm going to speak more on this in the lettings of Mother Eve, when Mother Eve says, "Let there be light," and there was light, and there were 8 lettings. So we are now occupied with the last 2 lettings, which is the 7th letting, which is a cycle. So I feel I've got this to show. Okay. Let's see if I've got it here. Okay, so where Mother Eve is saying, "Let there be light," I've got it here, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we see, you may not see the numbers 8 here. So this was, let the earth bring forth creatures. I think this is where it would say about creatures abundant after its kind, and so on. So this letting here is there where we have finished the 7,000-year cycle, although I've heard some people say 700 or whatever, but it's a 7 anyway. However we do it, it's the vibration we are talking about as well. And so Mother Eve has invited us into this eighth hair. So you can see that the occupation here is with the 7 and 8. Bringing forth things, or the earth bring forth life abundantly after its kind. I believe that's what it is here with that 7. And then we have let us make man in our image after our likeness. The word image reminds us of the 8 again because it has the numerical value of 8. This is the infinite, the symbol of infinity right there. The word hour is like telling us, it's like it's beckoning us to be present. It's saying it's the hour. The hour, there's 60 minutes in the hour. So this 60 minutes of in the hour is again telling us, reminding us that we are number 6 here. Let us make man in this. And the in is beginning and end, as I have pointed out. The word in is beginning and end. So there's all this is really telling us about a cycle happening right here. And as I did mention, the 2 5s, the mirror aspect of the 5s is also in the word let. So it's like the word let in this sense, let, which is 352, that equals 5, which is, sorry, that equals 10. In this 10 is like really, and of course like male female, it's telling us the representation of all the ingredients that we need right there. But when we add 5 plus 5, which gives us 10, we can see that it gives us the chance of realization to start the cycle again, where we become one. Where we become one, and when we become one, ONE, oh please pen do not dry out. Okay, let's, okay. When we become one here, hope you can see that. This is 6, 5, 5 gives us 16. 1 plus 6 is 7. So this is where we form the wholeness again. We are now on a new cycle of creation, and this is what Mother Eve is saying. Let us make man in our image after our likeness. I'm going to end this presentation here. I do want to speak very much on, as I was starting with the created God who came in the first order of the scriptures, and of course has this 11, which is 2 as well. I will talk a little bit more on this because I really want to expand on this, but I want to keep the presentation short. So thank you for joining us. Do enjoy, do leave your comments, share, like, and subscribe. And I must thank you very much for watching. Thank you very, very much. I really do appreciate your comments and you watching and stopping by. Okay, we are doing a new thing. It's a new day. Yes. Okay, thank you.